Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time. Once again, we are here for the Dokkan early stream on a Sunday morning. Sunday morning for me. I know it'll be Saturday evening for some of you guys. But how are you all doing today? Up bright and early. Where's my $2? Wait, what? Yeah, how's everyone doing this morning? We are here in the final throes of the GDC. Peppy Gal stuff is out tomorrow, which I don't know if the game is still counting that as part of the EX part, because hey, finally. I was just going to say, I haven't gotten this a single time since this started, so we take those. With that stream luck coming in clutch. Want to change a flat on the highway, oh god. Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare. But yeah, I'd love to see that. You're guaranteed to get... Oh. Rain on my parade, bringer. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. I thought I got super lucky on the last day, finally. Only to learn that was not the case. No, these are still on. I thought these are finished because it said one day yesterday. Yeah, I stopped bothering like doing some of these because there's so many you have to do. But I got to the point yesterday where I ran out of stamina and I was like, do I really want to be using meat items or like a stone for these medals that I know I don't need? And like at some point in the future, if a Carnival LR comes out that needs those medals, like I can just farm the medals, like. But now we've got full stamina, so we're all good. Bring an umbrella to the parade because Bringer's going. Finally no item to Gohan and the boys with GT heroes, nice. I finished every mission, all content, ended up getting Omega, got all GDC units, but now I'm stoneless. I mean, that's pretty good though, like the two big celebrations of the year now, the GDC and then like the full-on anniversary, those are really the celebrations that you should be saving your stones for. And so like if you come out of that celebration with no stones but you pulled all the units, then that's I would say that is a good spot to be in. Yeah, I went back into the news and actually read it, but just I wouldn't have if no one had said anything. So for those brief moments, I was all happy and excited that I'd gotten super lucky. But alas, that was not the case. I'm saving for Tanabata, which will be Kid Buu. Final stage of the co-op battle made me so mad. I'm just not bothering with the no items or fusion mission. Yeah, I've heard quite a few people say that it was hard. I got really lucky, I guess. Like, I did my run on stream like that evening or the day that like stage came out, and managed to do it on the first try. Itemless with the fusion team, so I think even people in the chat were like, wow, it was like a really good like lucky run. The best part about the old Dokkan events is they have so much text. Yeah. Wait, actually, yeah. Is there a no items mission? I did it with no items just because, but... Or tournament incoming. I mean, could be. I honestly would expect it, like, sooner rather than later. Goku Blacks versus Goku Black.
Let's do this.
Has anyone tried LR Carnival Trunks in Hybrid Saiyans? Oh, what, the Sword of Hope from the 2023 Worldwide? I mean, to be honest, he wasn't really that good not long after release. Plus, he's got, like, he's not on the full 220 lead, because he's not, because Future Trunks, they don't get... Actually, no. Is he? Because the Super version is slightly different. Yeah, no, he does get bond of parent and child, yeah, because the Super version apparently has the bond with Vegeta, so technically he is on the full 220 lead, but yeah, he's just not that great, unfortunately. STR Goku SA level 13 and Gohan level 12. But yeah, Omega is definitely in a very good spot, like in the meta. Just realised I now have 400 yellow coins. Nice, nice. Almost there. Also, if you haven't done it, get the free-to-play clones. I can't imagine, surely anyone that's been playing for, like, longer than a couple of days for this celebration has done the clones already. But yes, if you haven't... If you haven't, now's the time. Go turn Trunks OST is pretty good. See a lot of people using the clones, but they honestly don't seem that great to me. Am I missing something? I mean, yeah, they're not like the best team in the game or anything, but they can beat a lot of the difficult content. Sometimes, like, you might need items, but obviously, like, it's a free-to-play team, so it's kind of designed for newer players a little bit. So if you're like a new player who started playing with this celebration and then you grind out that free-to-play team, like I say, with items you can beat like most of the events in the game. So it's a pretty good starting point for new players. But yeah, even if you're not new, like, there'll be some missions, like if there's a team, like one for using Corroded Body of Mind or Future Saga or like any of the categories that the clones are all on. There's LR, Namek, Gohan and Piccolo. God, I don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's a unit that I completely have forgotten about since they released. Like I'm sure they were okay on release, right? But I can't say I really. Can't say I really remember. Never pulled Rose Masu, so the clones don't do much for me. Yeah, I think that's the big problem, is that when people say like the clone team can beat all the difficult content, like obviously it helps if you have STR, Rose and Zamasu to give them the proper 220 leader skill. If you don't, then obviously you're relying on using like one of the other units that would give them a leader skill. And the problem is Rose and Zamasu are such a good slot 1 unit that they kind of are the main slot 1 unit for the team. Like the only one of the clones that can really go slot 1 is the AGL one, and he kind of relies on dodge. So really, if you're running the clone team in like the really difficult content, you're using STR, Rose and Zamasu in slot 1 on both rotations. So otherwise, because you've got units like the STR, the Int Zamasu, and like the Int Rose that had the temporary buff during the GDC, but like neither of them are slot 1 units. Yo, Big TX, how's it going? Because their kit solely relies on Planet Namek Saga units, that's why Gohan and Piccolo are forgettable. Yeah, that's fair enough. Like they released during a celebration that was basically all about Namek Saga, but didn't really buff the Namek Saga team like properly. Yeah, how's it going, dude? Big TX, all good over here. There won't be another million arena, especially after the backlash people gave it. Yeah, I hope so. And free-to-play team for Battlefield as well. Yeah, that's also true. Thoughts on Kid Boo Productions? I have no idea what that is. Is that a person? You know the timeline of the summon points and no GDC units are going to be there. Yeah, I can't remember what the announcement was for like the back when the summon points thing first came out, but they talked about like which characters would be available. Yeah, Kid Buu was the first friend point LR in like 5 years. Yeah, we finally... This is one of the things that we joke about all the time, but it's like... That's one of the things that I could see happening now, is we'll finally get LR Kid Buu. Thoughts on the person on Truth's video? Well, what's the... Is there a new... As Truth said, another new contentious thing. I mean, there's always going to be people on all of his videos disagreeing with him, so I suppose you have to be more specific.
All right, let's do this.
Imagine next Million Arena they bring back trophy cards like Bye Guys Goku Kimono 18 just to get people to play. That would be interesting. Yeah, I think I did see someone mentioned, but hasn't they basically already said that it wasn't that, right? Dokkan Fest that debuted October 24th to May 2025. So, Dime Evagea will be in there. SCR Cell was just before. In Gohan and Goten and Trunks 70% for Gogeta. I mean, I can see it for like some of the new fights, I guess. Now, what's up, Boomin? How's it going? Trying to beat Festival of Battles. I mean... honestly, the best strategy, I mean, the strategy is still essentially just use a full team of stackers. Try and make sure you're getting like the 10 years and the 7 years stacking as much as possible. Don't transform the 7 years until you get like a few phases away from the end. It's usually like Tech UI or like Broly Movie Goku or something like that. But you also have to kind of alternate, because if you just keep like early on, when the enemies don't have as much HP, not everyone's going to get to attack like every turn. So you have to kind of like decide who you're going to float and like who's going to be on rotation.
All right, let's do this.
Your daily reminder that festival battles doesn't matter. I mean, when you haven't done it before, then that's the only time that it matters. Once you've done it and actually beaten it for the first time, then it's easier with double VT in Gohan, STL, Blue Goku, and Vegeta. Well, yeah, because like the Vegeta and Trunks like stacks are apparently much more noticeable and much more effective for characters that don't already have stacking. Up to Tech UI now. Nice. That's got quite far then. That's good. Physical Gogeta is near essential with the super counters. Yeah, that's super useful near the end as well, especially because you get to the Daima Goku and Glorio stage. That's usually the last two phases hit the hardest, like Gogeta and Vegito, but the Daima phase I think is the one where people lose the most, because Daima Goku and Glorio just have so much HP. So getting super counters against them with Gogeta is really, really useful because of how much extra free damage you get to do. Like, I almost lost my run. The run that I won, I almost lost because Gogeta didn't counter Daima Goku's super. But then fortunately in Broly, it was on his active skill turn and just went ham. And shout out to Freedom for the 100 ARS. Thoughts on Kid Buu Productions. I think someone, well, was it you? Already said that. I don't know what that is. Is that a person? Kid Buu Productions. Now, we always talk about Kid Buu in terms of like LR Kid Buu and stuff, but the web store trolls me. Yeah, when you first go to the web store, you're not logged in. So you see those like, hey, here's like a free stone offer thing, but because it's one time only. So then when you actually log in, it disappears. It's like, oh, right, yeah. I've already got it. Rose versus Rose again. Kid Buu Productions is a Dokkan YouTuber. Oh, okay. I'd literally never heard of them before.
All right, let's do
I'm
this.
just gonna get rid of them. I said Blue Zone, Gohan, Super Me in slot 3. Wait, what? In the last fight? That's weird. He's like scripted to only Super in slot 1. Like the info is like... Well, I just did the... I googled the conversion thing, and it's actually like 100 ARS is like 5 cents. So... Yeah, I'm not really sure what was going on there. Apparently, according to Google, it's like... I've already closed it now. It's like Armenian something or other. Argentinian pesos. Yeah, and it's like 5p. Yeah, I give like people the benefit of the doubt. Like, I like to be chill, but like when people come into the stream and it's just like constant random like, what do you think about this thing that's not like Dokkan related even? And then yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to say the name, but like, not the Kid Brew Productions one, but the other one that got mentioned, I think is some weird like, from what I know from seeing other people mentioning it, some like weird, gross meme.
All right, let's do this.
Plus, I wouldn't be surprised if both of those were the same person, because they're both saying very similar things and then like responding to each other. Both of them mentioned their Kid Brew Productions, so maybe they were Kid Brew Productions alts. Who knows? But Ningen, what do you think about Ningen? I must know your opinion on Masked Ningen. Pretty cool Dokkan YouTuber that everyone should subscribe to and become a channel member if you're not already. Help support the channel, get access to all the emotes, get your name highlighted in the chat with the Timebreaker mask badge. How's AGL Frieza in Festival of Battles? Well, the AGL like full power Frieza. He only stacks defense on his 18 key super, so that makes him trickier to use in that sort of event. But technically, he does stack, so. No first form. Oh, what the... I mean, doesn't he need to be on kind of like a specific build for like team? So like, the team that he has to be run on isn't good in Festival Battles. so that makes it kind of tough. But yeah, he doesn't stack, so I mean, to be honest, at this point, like unless you're running them with Vegeta and Trunks for that extra little bit of a buff, although I'm not sure how much of a difference that really makes. But basically, units that don't stack are not usually going to be good in festival battles. There might be some, exceptions, but for the most part. Been a fan for quite some time, didn't become a member until later. If it means anything, you're the only channel I'm a member on. Hey, I appreciate you. Wrath, would love to see that. Yeah, 79% to 100% doesn't make a huge difference, but what's with all the weird, like, random troll, like, all accounts today? But yeah, the difference with like 79% is usually what you should like. It should be your goal for units, especially if they're like only just come out and you want to like over summon once you've pulled one copy. And then once you've got 79%, the difference once you get above that isn't that crazy. Obviously, the unit gets better, but not by such a crazy amount that you need to like go ham straight away. That's why I always talk about, like, I never rainbow characters like on the banner they come out for the first time, because not only is the difference not that huge, but like you also have to think about the next time they come back on a banner, you already have them rainbow, so that's another unit on that banner that you don't need. And considering most of the time with Dokkan Fest banners, it's going to be all the newer units. Like, the newer units are the only ones you need. You don't want to take another unit out of the potential summoning pool that is actually going to be useful for you. That's your mini Diamond Vegeta, yeah, true. But yeah, all the Peppy Gal stuff comes out tomorrow. The banner, the new stages. I wonder if the banner is going to have the 3 discounted and guaranteed featured like things again, because I'm sure that's what the last Peppy Gal's banner was. Didn't win 71 turns and my Ink Gohan Goten Trunks level 12 super attacked. Yeah, I think you're definitely like definitely gonna struggle if some of your big hitters on the team are not SA10 or 20 for their LARs. Mm-hmm. 2022 to 2023 about to have the greatest Android run back of all time. EZAs, Tech Droids, LR Super 17, STR Super 17, Super EZA Super 17. All the Super 17s. I mean, I'm excited. Crazy how there's 4 months left of the year, and Dokkan has the Tanabata replacement, November stuff, and New Year's stuff. It's possibly like 8 more units left. Yeah, they've packed a lot into a short space of time by the seams of it.
All right, let's do this.
Which isn't necessarily a good thing, but... Super ECA for the OG LR androids. Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. The friend summon androids getting Super EZA. Because they were the first friend summon LR, so it makes sense for them to be the first one that gets a Super EZA. I think that would be awesome. The banner unit in 19 and 20, yeah. Yeah, there's some fights they could be very interesting in with the Key Blast Super absorption. Because it's not even nullification, is it? It's the absorption, so they actually heal you from it as well. In TOP androids for 2023. Still have SS4 Gogeta over Int Gohan. Yeah, when I did my tier list, I put the STR Blues, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then Gohan and Goten. But I put them all in the same like color tier, the way I do my tier list. So essentially that's saying that I can see arguments for them being switched around. So like, if you think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is 2, or you think Gohan and Goten and Trunks is 2, then I could see reasons for both, so I probably wouldn't like argue or anything. I'm very curious what they do in November. Imagine Gohan Black playable before Sparking Zero. Either way, I'm spending way less Kais in November. Yeah, the amount of Kais that we would normally have to spend for heroes when there's like 10 new characters and none of them have farmable super attacks because they all have unique names. So you've got to use like 90 Kais. Still have G4 at 5. Well, that's quite low. 5.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, 5 seems quite low, I have to say. 4 are unreplaceable. Well, that would be what? Blue Gohan. Well, it says all the other GDC units then, you mean? Are they just above them? I don't know, like, I love Rose, even though I don't think he's necessarily the best GDC unit. I think Rose might still be my favourite of the GDC units, but I don't know if I'm saying he's better than Gogeta. AGL G4 ain't bad. I can't see him above the 5 GDC units personally. They'd all be in the same tier. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't see how Rose could be above Gogeta. Like, they both have guard. Rose has 10% more damage reduction, but Gogeta, I'm pretty sure, doesn't Gogeta have more defense because he has the, when he gets hit by a super, he gets 400% extra. Gogeta does more damage. His active skill does way more damage. Rose's active skill does buff the team, which is useful, but
All right, let's do this.
I mean, I think GT bosses is probably better than no, Super GT Heroes is probably better than super bosses. So, like Goku, like Rose having super bosses as a leader skill was such a massive disappointment. GT bosses is better than super bosses. I mean, that is true as well. Super bosses can definitely have a good build with the clones, but I feel like it's more limited. I don't know. Fusions over GT Heroes. I mean, that is probably just true, yeah. And GT bosses, rah. My 1 month of relevance is now. Yeah, keeping that GT bosses agenda alive all this time, and now the team is actually, like, technically good. GT Heroes will be significantly worse after the LR Super Saiyan 4 buffs go away. I mean, the thing is, for like the team that I use for the most events, is I don't even use them, so. And yeah, that is true. The sub EZAs don't even get to be on the build for most of the time because it's pretty much all just Super Saiyan 4s.
do this.
As soon as the 8-year GT Duo EZA drops, I'm never touching AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta again. Hybrids equals GT bosses. Yeah, I don't know. They're kind of different because, like, the GT bosses team at the moment kind of relies on attack lowering, and then like the damage reduction and defense that Omega gives for like tanking. Whereas the hybrids team is kind of very much in a all units need to be dodging kind of situation. So I suppose it largely depends on the event. Because like the Gohan, Goten and Trunks team is kind of really difficult to use against the new Gohan, Goten and Trunks boss fight, because Gohan always supers in slot 1 and can't be dodged. Yeah, the limit breakers need heroes. It's either giant 8 power or heroes for Vegeta, or full power and heroes for Goku. And you can't mix and match. Yeah, it has to be the full, like, so that's the big thing that they need to change with their EZA. If they don't change that with their EZA, they have basically just doomed them to be forever irrelevant. Like even on release, what would be the point of them? Like, well, at least for Vegeta, to be fair, at least for Vegeta, you can have giant 8 power allies, and giant 8 power is a good team, so that would be fine. But for Goku, you need to have full power, which none of the Super Saiyan 4s are on, except for the actual full power Super Saiyan 4s. So then it's quite difficult to do. Yeah, Preston, how's it going? Yeah, we can have a look here in a minute when we run out of stamina for doing these. Oh yeah, and they have to be super class as well. I haven't been keeping with Dokkan since Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came out. Any good content? Well, we got a new blue zone with the release of the Gohan, Goten and Trunks that was driving people crazy for, or probably still is, because it's one of those meta shift like fights where the boss just hits super hard straight away. Like the second phase is against physical Kid Trunks, and he super attacks for like 12 million. Yeah, he super attacks for like 12 million. So people were going into it and like putting AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in slot 1 and him getting one shot, and then people being like, what is happening? Yeah, they also gave the limit breakers. I think they were like scared of their future EZA, even though they gave the previous like heroes headliners before them basically Dokkan Fest stats. Because that's the other thing, the EZA, their stat increase is like a specific formula. They don't just give them their EZA stats. So they can't even be like, oh, well, we'll give the limit breakers slightly higher EZA stats than they would have gotten to make them better, because it doesn't work like that. It's literally just like a formula that gives them X amount of % more stats. So that's, I mean, obviously the way that they get around that is that they just have to give them more stats in their passive to make up for lower stats, like, overall. But the question is, will they? Wish. And obviously, considering Heroes, I mean, Heroes obviously isn't going to be a priority, because we already know, like, Heroes is cancelled, like, we're not getting any more new Heroes stuff. So yeah, we're not getting any more new heroes. We're getting the EZAs, but they obviously don't care that much about heroes in general. So like the idea of them really going all out on like the EZAs and to make them good, like, why would they? They have no real reason, or like, especially because they're not new units that people will be summoning for. Well, I mean, I guess there should be a banner, like the EZA units banner. But then we don't even know if that necessarily is going to be the case. So, because I would assume that they're going to make it so that you can get the units that are EZAing off of a banner, because that's what they usually do. It would be super weird not to otherwise. Future Saga as a whole is severely lacking for me this year compared to DB. Yeah, they definitely gave more buffs to like GT and obviously now like the hybrids and stuff in part 2. Is Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta better than STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Yeah, I think so. I mean, the fact that he has the 70% chance to counter supers is pretty huge. If the new Tanabata celebration starts on the 29th, we could see some type of countdown information in the next data download. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about the potential for like a countdown celebration for the Tanabata. But yeah, the Peppy Gal stuff is tomorrow.
All right, let's do this.
But yeah, if the Heroes EZAs are still coming in November, then it would be cool for them to do some sort of other crossover type thing. But like actually doing Gohan Black or something, that would be awesome. But I'm certainly not going to, I wouldn't get my hopes up that that's what it was going to be. But yeah, I agree that going from the GDC straight into the Tanabata would kind of suck. Definitely need more time to like save up stones and stuff. Ooh, that's not bad. That's 4 crit, 3 dodge. Yeah. I put the int clone that I needed that I was link leveling on the team for the Dokkan events instead of the one that was already link level 10, just to see if that would, you know, I could actually get the last link to go up from one of the Dokkan event runs, and I don't think out of all the runs that we've done, they've gotten a single link level up. Which, I mean, is, you know, I'm not complaining, because normal Dokkan events have a very low link level rate, so that just is what it is, but... Ninja Wars Tanabata starting on the 5th. After Tanabata we have 4 dead months. I mean, I guess it depends, like, what is actually going to be, when Tanabata is and what it's going to be. And then obviously they could do, like we said, November could be some like crossover thing. Gohan Black, Shallot. Could be nothing special at all, but like, you would hope that with them releasing, like with the Heroes EZAs coming out then, even if they're not putting like a huge focus on them or anything, like with the Heroes EZAs coming out then, you would hope that something is releasing around that time that is like somewhat relevant to them or something. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to everyone who is out for the stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you have not already. Judging by the numbers on the dashboard, we've got almost 50 people in the stream right now that have not liked the stream. So go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. Yeah, I saw somebody mention that thing about the fact that like Gohan Black isn't playable in anything because he's not even playable in Sparking. So imagine him like being in Dokkan. Yeah, imagine that, 2 back-to-back filler Dokkan Fests just to drain Bringer's wallet completely. With Tapion into an Android 18. Yeah, I need to do the ones for characters who like might actually get new units or get EZAs soon, because like I feel like doing any of the future characters is just kind of pointless, because like characters that we basically just got new versions of, we're not going to get new ones soon. Which is only realistically the only thing that I need the actual medals for is in the future if they do Carnival LRs or anything like that and you need old medals. Okay, I wouldn't mind a Super Saiyan to Ultimate Gohan form from Superhero. That'd be kind of cool. I feel like if they brought out another, like, if they bring out any sort of version of Superhero Gohan, though, that isn't Beast Gohan, like, people will just be annoyed. Tag Beast and Orange Piccolo, that'd be awesome. I don't understand why so many people, including you, put LR, Goten, Gohan and Trunks so high on the tier list. They are the best on their team, and right now it's a pretty weak team. I mean, I've no-itemed all of the difficult fights in the game with their team, so I don't know if I would say it's a weak team. Plus, kind of the whole point of, like, usually when we think about characters on a tier, like, I do kind of think about what other teams' units can be on and stuff like that, but if a unit is the best on their best team, and that on their best team they're the best unit in the game, I'm not sure why we would, like, discount that because it's only on that one team, because that's the team you're going to run them on anyway. So then it's like, why would it matter that that's the team that they're the best on when that's the team you're going to run them on?
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, Beast Gohan having needed a melee super counter. That would be awesome. Jack is next in line for a Battlefield LR EZA. God, the LR Goku from his specials also in line for an EZA this year or next. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, because that, although I guess we have to get the, well, I say have to, but surely we have to get the Birdku EZA first, like, because he would be the first Carnival LR. It would make sense for him to be the first Carnival LR EZA. For me, they're just top 7. Well, considering the other 4 GDC LRs, I'm assuming you're above them. Who are the other 2 above them that would be 5 and 6? I'm moving on. Non-Broly movie bosses agenda. Seven-year LR EZAs. That's the thing, is they can get caught super bad on turn 3, whereas you just transform into Goten and Trunks and dodge everything on turn 3. I mean, Dokkan Pro could probably update it if they wanted to, and it would update all of them, which... The big bosses allow Dokkan to do what if stuff for major celebrations. Goku and Bardock versus Frieza and Cooler. Dude, that'd be so good. Imagine that as the Tanabata. The Dokkan Fest LR is Goku and Bardock, and the Carnival LR is Frieza and Cooler. Both reversible exchange. Someone commented EZA Tech Gohan isn't a top 15. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't really think that far. I do my top 10s. Would he be? I kind of forgot about Vegeta and Trunks. Hits you hard. Goku and Bardock Carnival. I mean, the Goku and Bardock, I mean, regardless of what their leader skill is, make it Goku Family, I guess. Goku Family 220. Well, that would be pretty crazy. Carnival, Bardock and Goku with a Goku Family 220 lead. That'd be super good. Talking about the last in LR Broly that released. Yeah, no, he doesn't stack. I used the TUR EZA in Broly in my first run that I actually beat Festival of Battles with. I used his active skill in the Daima, Goku and Glorio phase just to like do as much damage as possible. And that actually won me the thing. If I hadn't used his active skill then I probably wouldn't have won. Yeah, I already did my Saiyan's one.
All right, let's do
Tanabata
this.
LR next Friday. I don't think it's that soon. I'm not sure. We don't know officially when the Tanabata is going to start. Make them a DFE to get Physical Faster and AGL Bardock on the 220 lead together. Well, that's the thing. I was thinking Goku family because for me, my main interest is the LR Bardock being on a 220. Just make it two low class warriors. I mean, fortunately, if it was Goku and Bardock, it couldn't be low class warriors. Thankfully. I want them on the same team because of how well they link up. I mean, the thing is, Farsha's EZA doesn't seem bad, but it just seems really basic. Like, it's just slightly higher numbers than she had before. But you're still, like, you need to get hit multiple times in, like, her first couple of turns. Tag Goku and Bardock. Actually, I mean, have they done that before? For any of the tag units where they have a leader skill that, like, well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess both the 10-year fusions, like, they have that new category which, like, Vegeta's one Goku isn't on and Goku's one Vegeta isn't on. But I don't know if they would do that because we haven't had a Carnival LR reversible exchange where the leader skill is a category that one of the characters isn't on. Because obviously Rose and Zamasu have super bosses. I mean, I don't know, that'd be weird to have like reversible exchange Carnival LR and their leader skill is a category that one of the characters is not actually on. Not to say that it's impossible, of course, I just think it would be very weird. Yeah, I'm not talking about how the unit itself works in the game, because obviously technically the unit would be on, even if you switch into Goku, obviously like the unit is on the category because it's part of how the card works. It just seems odd to have like a card that can switch into Goku that's only leader skill is a category that Goku isn't on. God Goku casually leading hybrids is funny. I mean, yeah, I guess there is already the early example of them doing stuff like that, so I suppose it's not like completely unheard of. Shout out to praying to RNGesus for Tech Marsha Vegeta to never transform in Super Battle Road. Yeah, because then he becomes extreme and doesn't get the leader skill if you're running like a super tech lead. Well, yeah, I know Goku isn't on successors, but I'm talking about, like, if it was a Carnival LR, the Carnival LR only has one category as their leader skill. So, like, a Dokkan Fest LR, like the Vegeta and Goku, like, Goku isn't on successors, but one of their other leader skills is Pure Saiyans, which Goku is on. That's what I mean. Like, if it's a Carnival LR, they've only got one leader skill. And so it'd be weird if it's a category that the other character isn't on. Because it's only one. At least with the Goku and Vegeta, they have Pure Saiyans. So... Oh! Dark FE, let's go! Dark FV with the 5 gifted memberships. And he got Anto. Oh ho ho! Apathy somehow still managing to... dodge everything. But yeah, shout out to Dark FV. Big W's in the chat for our boy. 5 gifted memberships. You love to see it. 5 2-nails. And yeah, we got Anto. Typical he's not here. But yeah, that's so funny. The number of times he's been here and people have deliberately tried to... oh, there he is. Haha. It's happened. Anto, you are no longer shunned once again.
All right, let's do this.
How does it feel to be welcomed back into the light? I own your soul now. But yeah, big W's for Dark FV. Shout out to Anto, Jeffo, Monster, Mike, and Broenheim for receiving the channel memberships. That funny moment when LR Nappa isn't on Inhuman D's until he gets killed by Vegeta. That is true. Appreciate you, Blazer Dragon. When I'm not here, it's like everyone has aimbot. Well, there you go. What are they thinking the new update will be? I'm thinking Dokkan HD. I don't think Dokkan will be doing HD arts anytime soon. Maybe as an optional update, I think, but like people already complain about the size of the game as it is. So I don't think we'll see HD arts. I don't like it here. I don't like being green. But just look at it this way. You can use the emotes now. So that's a W. Just 70 gig game, yeah. I mean, that's like I said before, it'll be alright for me where like I have my phone that's specifically for Dokkan, so it doesn't have anything else on it. So if Dokkan ends up being so big it's like the only app that would fit on my phone, then that's fine, because it's the only one I need on this phone. But for most people that would start to become like a bit ridiculous. don't know why I always forget to do this. It's like of all the things I do every day to get set up for the stream, like before we start, and have everything ready and like links to posts and stuff like that, I don't know why I always forget to do the second channel. But yeah, today is Sunday, so that means we have the slightly earlier, later stream, so like the afternoon. So essentially, when the stream ends in half an hour, this stream, it'll be 10 AM UK time. Then the Death Stranding 2 stream on the second channel is 5 hours after that, so 3 PM UK time. Is Peppy Gal's banner double rates even in the tickets? I don't know. We don't know the details of the banner. I think actually the Peppy Gal's banner is normally double rates, isn't it? So I'm assuming the tickets would be double rates as well. I don't know. All-time nastiest evolution is the name of Broly Stokon of Super Saiyan 3 Broly Stokon event. That's hilarious. Start a GoFundMe for 2 nails. It's called Ningen Plays, not Ningen Remembers. That is true. Can't wait to pull Vidal that doesn't link with Int Gohan. I mean, to be fair, she's just meant to be like a third slot floating support unit on that team. But yeah, I mean, the Peppy Gals banner, I'm going to make a video today for like a summon or skip to go up later, but it's probably not an ideal banner to be summoning on. And like the new units are just going to go into the general pool straight afterwards anyway. Of 39 of those scouter ticket point things. I'm actually not even sure how many I have. You're a whale now after going green. Mm-hmm. 390. I need to double check how many I have. Let's do that quickly. Vidal being a slot 3 unit, what a combo. What do you mean? The STR one has a passive for being in slot 1, which is totally not a dangerous place to run her in. So where are these things? Are they in other? Or are they treasure? Okay, yeah, there we go. 210. I've still got 2002 and 2004 chocolate things that I never used. Thank you, Celebration from 2021 tickets. Thank you, Celebration from 2024 tickets. Let's go. Hey, see, Bringer, we both have 210. Let's go. Might be double rates for the tickets because the Carnival U6 were double rates, including the tickets. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, because you don't get tickets. You don't get summon points if you summon on banners that still have the, like, 3+1 on. So you can get them from... Oh, wait, yeah, no, these are the non-summon point ones now, aren't they? Well, these are the summon point ones now. But you can't get them from this one. Do you not even get them from these? But yeah, we were talking about the Heroes EZAs, right? And the setup for like a giant 8-power team. So the problem is... So your giant 8-power team, obviously with this guy as the leader, your go-to team is pretty much going to be this guy. You're obviously going to run them. Then you're probably going to run this guy. So then depending on whether like his EZA is better than the like this guy's super EZA will probably depend on whether you're running this guy at all anyway. Because he does at least have, when all allies in the same turn are super class giant 8 power, which is fine. When there's an ally whose name includes Goku, he gives an attack buff, which there is obviously the Goku, like these guys and this guy. So then the thing is, like, the problem with Goku as the other character is that his thing is all super class, full power, or heroes, which it won't be. So unless the easiest thing they could do to make them both have a little bit more flexibility is give both of them full power giant 8 power or heroes, like all three, rather than them both having heroes and Goku having full power but Vegeta having giant 8 power. Give them both full power and giant 8 power, because then you never know, there might be like a full power team build that you want to use them on. Probably not, I would think, normally, but because yeah, like if they could give this guy a decent EZA, like if he had more damage reduction and then they gave him like damage reduction, extra damage reduction before attacking or something, because his passive very much reads like a unit that wants to be in slot 1. Like, he has damage reduction and then he has to get hit 7 times to get fully built up. But yeah, realistically they should just make it ally on the team, but because yeah, the team needs a really good unit that can hold down slot 1. Which is also why this guy's EZA could be really good. He's got 50% damage reduction and that's basically it. And when he released, that was kind of good enough that he could be like a slot 1 tank. But obviously now, just having 50% damage reduction is not good enough, right? So he needs to have slightly higher stats, ideally guard, and then yeah, damage reduction up a bit more. Imagine if he just has like if he literally just gave him like damage reduction 80% or something. But yeah, it kind of depends. Whoever gets the best EZA out of either Goku or Gohan is probably going to be the one that ends up going on the team. Although this guy needs a crossover ally. Is it on the team? No, it's on the same turn. So then the problem is he's only going to get that buff when the Limit Breaker Vegeta is on the same turn as him, but it does only give him an attack buff. So if he's there to be a if he's there just to be a slot 1 tank, I suppose it doesn't matter too much if every turn where the Limit Breaker Vegeta's not on rotation with him, he's not hitting as hard, because that's not what he's there for. As long as he's tanking, then I guess it's fine. And then, yeah, Bardock doesn't really have much of a chance of being good post-EZA. I mean, imagine if they made it like when there's another giant 8-power ally attacking in the same turn, he has a great chance to dodge. Like, that would be significantly better, but... But yeah, that team should be interesting. Yeah, Hearts has a potential. Actually, is Hearts on... Let me look on Dokkan info quickly. Because, like, what actual good teams is Hearts on currently? I'm guessing he's not on Omega's team. Okay, yeah, like none. He's not on any relevant teams, which is super annoying. He's on Hit's team, but in terms of like the big extreme teams that you'd want to run him on, he's not on any of them. Hit's team. Make him stack so we can use him in Festival. I mean, that's the thing. Hearts was really good on release. So, like, Hearts does have the potential to have a good EZA. But... Any cell wasn't wasted. Yeah, like we needed a, that's why like Omega is a good start, but we needed a big extreme character that had one of these really like widely encompassing leader skills, because there are so many of these extreme characters that are on categories like transformation boost and full power and stuff like that. Like, imagine if Hearts could be on Omega's team, how good he would be. Like, he has guard. He's already quite good defensively, like, or at least was in the early part of the fight in his first form. So then both the Omegas getting their Rainbow Orb would be giving him an extra 70% defense. He's on Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's 220. I mean, he is, but like, yeah, he's not on any teams that he kind of actually makes sense to be on. Like, teams that he actually fits on. Yeah, I want to know the thoughts on making Cell tournament participant based. I know. But yeah, the Heroes EZAs, we don't really know when to expect them because we know we're not getting a Heroes celebration anymore. But I would imagine it's probably still around that November time slot. But obviously we don't know for sure.
let's do this.
But yeah, November seems like the most likely time, but obviously because we now don't really know what their plans are for that time slot. I think because they haven't dropped them already, because in theory they could have dropped the Heroes EZAs at any random time. So my thought process is that because they haven't dropped them already and we're already at this point of the year, that they probably now are just going to be waiting until November. Because otherwise I feel like they would have just done it already if they were going to drop it at any time. Like, you might as well drop Super Saiyan 4 EZAs, because that's what most of them are. I know not all of them are, but if you're going to have the Heroes EZAs and a bunch of them are Super Saiyan 4s, why not drop them during this celebration, or like just before, when we're about to get a whole new like batch of Super Saiyan 4s and everything. So the fact that they haven't dropped any of them early or anything does make me think that they're just going to wait until November again. Dokkan Fest exclusive Fu would be a great way to get Hearts or 220 lead. Yeah, that would be good, because Fu's on some odd categories, which would make for a good, like, niche extreme lead. Even though I was just saying, like, we do kind of want the bigger, more encompassing leads, but that would also be pretty good. So, worse having one LR 6 years ago and 0 Dokkan Fests, or having 2 Dokkan Fests and 0 LRs? Wait, who has one LR 6 years ago and 0 Dokkan Fests?
All right, let's do this.
That's right, I'll need these medals when we get our Tanabata LR Marseille that transforms into Super Saiyan 3, right? He'll need Super Saiyan 3 Bardock medals. Baby. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, it is funny how, like, Baby would have been probably the much better pick for this LR time slot. But we got Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. I mean, I still like Gohan, Goten, and Trunks as a choice. Tapion does not have a Dokkan Fest, no. Because the AGL... It's weird, because the AGL Tapion that transforms into Hirudegarn has his own, like, Dokkan event to get his medals, but he isn't a Dokkan Fest. Same with, like, Marseille. He is also part of the LR and No Dokkan Fest exclusive club, that is true. Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have a solo LR. He has an LR, but not a solo LR. But hey, that's still more than Kid Buu has, so... Yeah, it would be nice if there was a way to get rid of those old, like, old tickets and stuff, even if it was for, like, barber points. Oh, his one's going to be really annoying, isn't it? Because it's the all the dodging. Kid Buu has what, 3 Dokkan Fests? I think it's like two Dokkan Fests, right? Because the physical one. No, the physical one is a Dokkan. The physical one is a Dokkan Fest exclusive, right? The AGL one isn't. It's the Int one and the STR one at the Dokkan Fest, right? The physical and the AGL one aren't. So we've got 4 TUR Kid Buus. Yeah, the physical is. It's physical Int and STR, and then we've got a random AGL one. I mean, that's the thing. That's just why it's just a big meme, and will still be, and will be forever. I still think at this point, Dokkan just knows that the LR Kid Buu thing is a meme, and so we're just never going to get one. Or it will be the reverse, like Uno reverse of the meme, and we'll finally get one, but he'll be terrible. He'll be like physical Raditz release, where when he comes out, people are like, how are they releasing a unit this bad? Could Dokkan make Ultra Instinct for Geo and Gogeta? I guess in theory they could, right? Because they're not in... because they're not, like, technically Heroes characters, because they're not even in Heroes. They would technically be, like... They would technically be, like, Dokkan Originals, I guess. What thematic team could he have been part of? Yeah, that is true, because Kid Buu, like, because obviously Omega having GT bosses, Kid Buu's equivalent would just be having, like, Majin Buu Saga, which would still be fine. Yeah, I don't think Kid Buu has a category that he could actually get, like, as a leader skill that would be bad, right? Like, Worldwide Chaos would be good, Artificial Life Forms would be good. You know, like, I feel like he's probably good either way. Barbady's minions. Could you imagine that as a new category? Hey, it'd have the new banner unit Spopovich on it, so, you know. Obviously, it would be good. I mean, I guess, yeah, margin power kind of is that. Although, also not really, because, like, margin, like, Android 21 is on there, and she's not related to the Barbary stuff at all. Thou hast hurt me verily. Yeah, Margin Ku and Margin Du would be on Margin Power as well. That is true. Keep the chance of one key on hit. I think EZA Super 17. I mean, surely. Wow. The problem is they can't give units like new, or at least they never have. So I say can't. I don't know. They can't give characters like animations that they didn't have. So, like, he can't have a Key Blast absorption, I guess, unless they just give him, like, because there is a Super 17 with a Key Blast absorption animation. But they've never done that before, where they just put like extra animations onto units. Because technically they could give him the Key Blast absorption that the STR Super 17 has. But that is true. They actually have to release a Ku and Du. They could just turn him into LR Gotenks passive without counter. Yeah, like he can't have a counter or an absorption thing. Although they could literally, he could not have an animation, but they could literally put like, when receiving a Key Blast super attack, temporarily damage reduction plus like 99% and heal 10% or something. So even though he doesn't have an animation for it, like, he just can't take damage from Ki Blast Supers and you heal. So it'd be disappointing that he doesn't have an animation, but yeah, that's a way that they could do it, just putting it into his kit. That would actually be kind of cool. The Jiren stacking. Yeah, that would be interesting. So yeah, not only does he not take damage and you heal, but you get like a permanent 50% attack and defense or something, which is like multiplicative. That could actually be really good. All right. Well, there you go. There's a bunch more of those done. I don't know if I'll finish them because I think the last day to do them is today. So I'm not in a crazy rush to get them all done or anything, but got a bunch more of them done. So that is going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out. Just a chill Sunday morning stream. Getting some more of those medals grinded out. But yeah, that is going to be it for this morning. Like I say, check out the second channel. The link is pinned in the chat. We'll be playing some more Death Stranding 2 in like 5 hours from now. Got to do some more story at the end of the last one, so we'll be carrying on with some more story stuff this time around. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. But yeah, that is going to be it from me. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Obviously all the new stuff is out, so we'll be doing that live. Trying out the new events. I don't know if I will summon on the banner, but obviously we get the free tickets. Well, we've already got the free tickets. So, but yeah, so that's going to be it from me. I appreciate you all coming out. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.